When you're working in AutoCAD Electrical, you're also working in an AutoCAD workspace. Now you can change your workspace, you can save your workspace as well. What you're doing is you're editing the user interface to suit your environment in which you work. Now there's two input methods to change your workspace, one of which is hidden, one of which isn't. If I come down here to the status bar, you'll see this funny little gear cog, workspace switching. If I click on the little flyer arrow, there's all my workspaces. So you can see there I've got AutoCAD Electrical, ACAD-E, and 2D Drafting and Annotation. There is also a 3D option if you need it. There's also AutoCAD Electrical Classic. You've also got the regular AutoCAD workspaces, such as 2D Drafting and Annotation, 3D Modeling, and AutoCAD Classic. So let's say I went back to AutoCAD Classic as a workspace. My screen will actually change. You'll notice all the changes kicking in. And what happens is I end up back to the old way of working in AutoCAD. There's the tool palettes. I can close those for the moment. And I've even got a toolbar here that is floating in space, like so. But how do I change my workspace back to where I want it to be? Well, that's very easy. It's up here. Can you see it says AutoCAD Classic? I click there. I want to go back to the AutoCAD Electrical and 2D Drafting and Annotation there. So if I click that one, changes the workspace back again. It takes a few seconds to think about it sometimes. Now you'll notice when you go back to the AutoCAD Electrical 2D workspace, you've also got Catalog Browser. That allows you to browse your catalog within your AutoCAD Electrical project. Now as you can see, there aren't any ammeters available right now in that catalog. I'm just going to close that for the moment. But you can see how that workspace can change, and that's all from this little cog down here. Now, by default, there will be a default workspace, and in this case, that is your default workspace, AutoCAD Electrical and 2D Drafting and Annotation. However, I can make some changes and I can actually save my current workspace and actually give it a name. So what I could do here is give my new workspace a name. So I'll put my initials and then we'll put AutoCAD Electrical 2015. So that's my SCB AutoCAD Electrical 2015 workspace. That will save that into the AutoCAD Electrical user interface. And if I click here now, there's my SCB AutoCAD Electrical 2015. So I can now make any changes to my user interface and save them back to this one, rather than override the default one here. I'll go back to the default one now. And you'll notice that the Catalog Manager kicks in again like so. Close it down. So you can see how those workspaces work. That's the easy way of finding them. There is another way of changing your workspace. It's up here on the Quick Access toolbar. I click on the flyout and you'll notice there's a workspace option. So if I click there, there's my workspaces there as well. So I can select my workspace from that list too if I want to. Now it's up to you. You don't have to have that in your Quick Access toolbar. So what I can do there is just untick it again by clicking on it, and that removes it from the Quick Access toolbar. As you can see, there's lots of different ways and means of moving around and changing the AutoCAD Electrical user interface. Workspace switching, use the status bar down at the bottom of the screen, or if you're more comfortable adding it to the Quick Access toolbar, feel free to do so. You'll remember we talked about that Customize option right over here, bottom right corner. And you'll notice if we look here, Workspace switching is ticked. It's currently switched on and displayed here in the status bar. So I could switch it off there by unticking it and then use the Quick Access toolbar up here. It is entirely up to you how you utilize your AutoCAD Electrical user interface.